Hi everyone, you're all very, very welcome along. Thank you very much for tuning in to my channel. I suppose I better introduce myself. My name's Daniel. I'm a calisthenics athlete, and I'm here to give you a little tutorial just on pull-ups here. A little bit about me. I started calisthenics seriously just after I hit 40. I was kickboxing for about a decade up to that. I was more focused on the cardiovascular side of things, because that's the kind of fitness you need. Then after I got my black belt, I decided I wanted to challenge myself somewhere else. And I found I was always naturally strong, to be honest. People keep asking me this question. But yes, I was always very, very strong at pulling naturally. I used to hang off things all the time when I was younger, and I think my first attempt at even trying a one-arm pull-up, I almost got halfway up without any previous training at all. As I said, as I was younger, I would like to climb trees and hang off things all the time. It's just something I enjoyed. But I was always naturally strong at that type of stuff. For my body weight, I was exceptionally strong from a very young age, and that's what will get you to the kind of level that people are looking for. You really do need hard work. Will get you very far, of course, but you definitely need to have that base level strength to take it to the very, very top level, elite level. The slow one arm pull ups that I do and stuff like that, there you definitely need to have, and you need to have tendons of steel as well, and that doesn't come overnight either. It takes a lot of years of building up that foundation, so you can protect your body. It's like a suit of armor underneath to protect your body, to allow it to do these super difficult and super intense and highly stressing exercises on the body, on the joints, on the tendons and the ligaments. You will not get away with doing this stuff unless you have a very strong base. So it's not some overnight success. Somebody's not going to come along and be able to do these things over and over again overnight. Doesn't matter what they take. I don't care. That'll only accelerate their injuries more than anything else. But yeah, you definitely need to have that foundation. And I'm going to give you a little tutorial here on pull-ups today, because everybody seems to ask me, where do I start? Well, of course, calisthenics is just basically body weight exercise, using your body to get stronger and fitter. That's the easiest way to describe it. Now you can get more complex, you can go into the more advanced stuff and things like that, but start at the very basics. Everybody needs basics, and you need to be able to be competent at push-ups, be competent at dips, be competent at pull-ups. And obviously you need to work your legs too. People say, oh, you don't need to work your legs in calisthenics. Of course you do. I've done a lot of leg work over the years. As I said, kickboxing for nearly a decade, and you have to have strong legs to transfer to that core strength as well. Now, I'm not saying you need big legs, because that's another thing. That's another misconception when people think big legs transfers to strong, powerful legs. Trust me, that's not always the case, because I run an incredibly fast 100 meters, and I don't have big legs. It's because there's a lot of power in my legs, because it's all functional strength, just like an upper body. I'm not a huge big guy, but the strength I do have is hard earned, and it's real. So yeah, I'm going to start now with basically show you a normal pull-up. So basically, you want to get full hang at the start. Now, I'm going to regress this for people, don't worry, who aren't even at this stage. But you want to be first able to hang with your body weight, right? How long should you be able to hang? Well, I would advise you to be able to hang at least 10 seconds, right? Because that's going to do is that's going to build that, again, foundational security for your body, because your body's hanging, all the shoulders and everything, the ligaments are all getting stretched, and they're getting held in that position so they can get stronger in that position. So, and then that'll create that foundation for you to start pulling. So yeah, 10 seconds. People think that's easy. Trust me, I see a lot of people, they can't even hang for that long, and they're trying to learn pull-ups. You definitely need to be able to hang at least 10 seconds. And then if you're going on to advanced stuff, you're chatting about, to give you an example, what I do for the stuff I do, I can hang one-handed for 20 minutes. Now, I switch every minute each hand, but I don't get off the bar, or I don't use my two hands during that whole period. It's just switching one arm to one arm for 20 minutes. And that's the kind of strength you need. And if I was just hanging with one arm itself, weighted, I've done plus 20 kilos on one arm, on my right or my left, I'm not too sure, over 3 minutes. So yeah, that's the kind of level you need. But at the beginning, you only need basically hang for 10 seconds. Then you want to create that initial pull. is pulls with your scapula. If you see what I'm doing there, it's like a wee pull upwards like this, so your hips are pulling forward. This is to learn you to initiate the pull properly. Now, it's not necessary to train straight away. You can still just go for it. The best way to learn pull-ups is to pull up, you know, but this will kind of create the proper technical aspect of it first. And again, foundation, as I said, is to get you clean from the start. So hang down, pull up to here, and then pull up through the movement to your chest. Now, you're not going to be able to get your chest straight away, obviously, and straight back down. But even if you get your chin up as close as possible, because believe you me, in a lot of those exercises, people think the bottom initial part is the hardest. No, and especially in one arm pull-ups and things like that, there, it's when you're going right up over, and when you have to get your shoulder up to the bar, that's where it's really difficult. So it's the same with this. You'll see a lot of people can pull up and they'll duck their head. I know, I forget the name of that again anyway, but there's a lot of even advanced guys still do that, and you can kind of understand in a way. A lot of these guys are just training to try and build endurance. That's fine, but those aren't real reps. It's as simple as that there, because I could pull all day. If I was just nicking my chin up, I'd be adding a lot more to my pull-up record, put it that way. So yeah, get your chin right up over it. Why? Because that's when you fully engage the lats and everything. You close in the shoulder blades. You get that full proper pull. But yeah. So that's basically. It looks very simple, and obviously a lot of people can't do it. So if you're one of those people at the very beginning who cannot even do that stage, and there's no ego involved in this. Don't be thinking, oh, I'm so weak. It's not. Everybody's got to start somewhere, and trust me, you will be able to do it, but it's going to take patience, it's going to take time, and obviously if you're heavier than you should be, it's going to be a lot harder. But here's also the issue with that. There's a lot of people running around going, I'm a big guy who do sports and things like that. Oh, it's because I'm a big guy and I have big legs. No, if you're functionally strong for that size, you should be able to do a few pull-ups. It's as simple as that. Because what are you carrying? Useless weight? Different maybe if your sport requires you to carry all extra weight, so you may take hits or give hits or be a bit more of a bully in whatever sport you need to be in. Say rugby or something, you need to be solid and heavy. And those guys, don't get me wrong, they're fit and strong as well. But what I'm saying is that it's functional strength. It's what you're saying is you may be a massive guy and you have absolute strength, but you don't have relative strength for your size. So you're bigger than what your strength belies, basically. And that works for absolute strength, no problem, but not for relative strength. So you've got to get down to realistically where you're carrying functional muscle and size that's true to your frame, true to your physique, everything else. So yeah, get off on a tangent here, but yeah, if you're at the beginning stage and you're looking to do pull-ups, this is probably one of the best exercises. I think it's called Australian pull-ups, something like that. There's a lot of different names going about it. It's just basically, I'll show you it now. You can do it. You can regress it and you can progress it. You know what I mean? It's just you can put your feet up on a block, like I'll show you in a minute. You can start from the ground. You can start from here. So you just basically you can have a table, anything at all. So you just start from here, right at the very basic, and then pull yourself to here. If you're still at the very basic, just hold yourself here to build the strength. Okay, and then when you feel like you're getting stronger, start pulling yourself up as far as you can go. And then when you get properly strong, pull yourself right up to your chest, back down. And again, then you can put your legs out, pull yourself right up to your chest and back down. And then as it says, you want to make it even harder to build up that strength, lift up your legs and pull right up. So that's basically, it's an infinite way and there's infinite time. There's no exact time either. People keep asking me for formulas, how long do you think? Everybody's different. We just don't know. You just don't know what's your base strength and things like that. Every individual is different in how they progress. Body type, length of limbs, etc. It all depends a lot. Weight, everything else. Your previous history in sport, your flexibility, your mobility. There's so much involved in it. But I promise you, if you stick at that simple exercise there, that will get you to the stage, and hanging, that will get you to the stage where you'll be able to pull. And then you can add in other exercises to help you pull, like you can use dumbbell rows and things like that to build up the lat strength. Simple example of that is just grab a little dumbbell and you can just put your hand on something and row up. Now that's going to build these pulling muscles as well. And you could also, if you're in a gym, you could get the lat pull down machine, work on that, building up your strength, because that's also going to transfer a certain amount. But ultimately, if you want to pull up, you've got to pull up. It's like swimming. You're not going to learn to swim on dry land. You've got to ultimately get into the water, and it's the same with pull-ups. You've got ultimately just got to keep trying. Now you can use bands as well. I haven't got one here now with me at the second, but basically what you do with the band, you can put it either around your hips up here, or you can put it under your feet, and again, and you can tie it off to the bar or whatever you're using, and then use that to pull yourself up, and you'll get the hang with the pull with the band, and then on the way down you slow down and behind. So if you want to keep building strength, so you pull up, on the way down try and pause in different places. This will build the isometric strength and those joint angles that will transfer over, because you can get stronger within certain degrees of each of those movements as long as you do it comprehensively down to the top. Be explosive on the pull, control the descent. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that. I thought it was going to be a short tutorial, but I got talking and I couldn't stop. But thank you very much for watching, and I will be back with a lot more different tutorials. I'll try and build some short ones as well, just very quick ones. But I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was interesting for you. Thank you for your ongoing support. It says I'm coming 46 now in a month or two. So if you can just take a look back at the stuff I do on my site, Cali Dan Street Workout on Instagram, Calisthenics Daniel on TikTok I think, and YouTube I've got Cali Dan Street Workout somewhere in there as well. You'll be able to take a look back at what I'm doing, and you'll see that I'm very consistent. This is not just one-off things, this is every day. I could make videos every day if I wanted to, of these feats that I do. My body's capable of doing it. Even I'm only just after getting over a virus myself. They're basically had it there over the weekend, and I'm back doing this kind of stuff because it's real strength. It's been built from the foundation, and I know what I'm doing. I'm in touch with my body. I'm instinctually training. I've got the intuition to know, and that's why I've got so much to share. And also, I can't give it away all for free. People keep coming to me. It took me a long time to learn all the stuff I did over the years, because I've done all sorts of training. I've done weights, I've done the cardio, I've done everything else, done the calisthenics. So I've mixed it all up, and I understand what it takes to be an athlete in all kind of ranges of whatever you're using or whatever you're doing. And basically, calisthenics now is where I'm, this is what I love, and it's a long-term thing for me, and this is something that's sustainable. A lot of that heavy lifting, to be honest, will not be sustainable over your life if you're pounding the big weights regularly, because of course your joints are going to take a hammering. I think, especially if you're technically not good, and your tendons and ligaments, as I says, don't have that structural integrity to deal with it. Over time, something's going to go, something's going to snap. So yeah, stay tuned guys, I have a lot more great stuff to share with you. Thank you very much, I really appreciate it again. Gura Mehigut from Ireland. Until the next one, Sláinte.